And good afternoon, folks. I'm the voice of Dog. Welcome back to Anthology of the Killer by the Catamites, our good friend Steven. Last time we looked at the first 4 stories. It's the coming thing. All the young people love it. Kinda thought there'd be more people here. Is the game louder than I am? Do I need to turn the game down? Or can you hear me over the droning? I seem a bit quiet? Okay. Is that better? That should be better. Adjust the mic a bit. So last time, we did voice, hands, drool, and eyes of the killer. Today, flesh of the killer. Flesh. Flesh of the killer. The coast is clear. Stop treading on my rope. Are we doing a heist? This must be some high-quality crates. Hurry up with that light. Execute Omega tactics. I don't know what that means. Don't yell at me. Oh, it's just like being in a bank. Well, we kind of are. Those are the aesthetics of power. Stay alert. I can't believe there's been no security so far. If I had stuff stored here, I'd be really irate. Maybe it's a road to... Stay alert. We're too conspicuous out here. You were the one who insisted we all dress this way. What are we even meant to be? I thought more of these statues would have heads. That's why we're disguised as virtues, to blend in. Wait, we are? Which virtues? Well, let's see. There's Dusty, Gummo, Jurisprudence, and the one with hair. Anyway, we're wasting time. Let's just keep going. It really went all out. I thought this place was meant to be a secret. Well, not to everyone. No unauthorized access. Oops. Guess we should just head home. No. Save for weeks for that big crate. Stupid golden elevator's cordoned off. What we want should be right down the stairs. Is this meant to be Hercules? He looks a little off-brand. It's probably one of the donors. Being portrayed as a god is one of the traditional benefits of art's patronage. If either of you want a Hercules Sona, let me know. I'm friends with a guy online. It's here. I knew it'd be here. Museum of Moral Art. So the legends were true. Do the lead-in we talked about. On X March XXXX, an expedition was assembled to confirm the existence of an urban legend. In a tax-exempt free port just outside the city, artworks were being stored for display in a private museum. Here to shine light on a murkier than normal corner of the art world are representatives of all the major fields: Max, photography; Claude, art history; Ray, relational aesthetics; BB, zines. All findings are to be submitted as end-of-term group assignment for community college, 20 credits. We're doing this for college credit. Well, I hate to admit it, but this is really very swish. I can feel my cultural level rising from just walking around. The hallway's paintings have a Vanitas theme in homage to the erotic skull art of yesteryear. The catalog modestly lists assembled masterpieces: skull with ball, skull with fruit basket, skull with flesh. A devastating rebuke to the vanity and transitoriness of having flesh. How many of these are there? A tasteful plaque acknowledges tax-deductible charity donations from the Zacklers of opioid industry fame. Wait, that can't be right. Zacklers? They changed their name to seem relatable to younger juries. Jesus fucking Christ. What's this one called? World of Skulls by MT Lot. Yeah, I guess it's good fun to have a theme. I always thought art had to be stored cold, but the air in here is tropical and humid, like being in a reptile house. Maybe they're trying out a new technique. Mistrust the stranger. Another themed collection. Mistrust the stranger. Look out for stranger. Who's there? A stranger. Hand taps your shoulder. It's the stranger. All the hits. I wonder if being around all these paintings is making me more moral. Maybe they make you sign a waiver if you work here just in case. Hey, I recognize this Klopstock's 3 owls impaling a naked woman on a sword. It's on loan from the lobby of the police department. I expect that the murder cult police department is going to come back. Oh, I hate these ones. There was a print in my bedroom when I was a kid. I always thought the elephant changed position a bit whenever I looked the other way. I always thought they were weird. What are they even meant to represent? Well, there's a story that if you hold your hand out to an elephant, it will place his paw softly on yours and look you dead in the eye. If you're a good person, it will simply shake your hand. But if you're a bad person, then it will stomp down and maim you instantly. I used to have nightmares about it. What's moral to an elephant? Anyway, Claude says it's just a metaphor for man's dominion over the earth or something. No, it sounds real. I've watched a documentary about this. A sign on the wall announces this is the Hall of Morally Improving Mechanisms. I hope they at least rinse these things out before display. Oh boy, new media. This one is a cabinet for Wanpaku Dead Wife, the video game that makes you cry, from medium auteur Joe Grown. How many dead wives can you collect? I think my top score is 8. Instructive moral diorama from the 19th century, depicting on the doleful fates of those who commit, simony? What's this on the side? Cabinet 28 of 246. Please insert coin. Morality Animal by MT Lot. The plinth is empty. Isn't this kind of conceptual gesture a little played out? part feels like a storage area, but for pieces that were insufficiently good or insufficiently moral or what? Oh, we got a key card. Second floor key card. Maybe they were overcome by aesthetic effect. Haphazard paintings of people in security uniforms smiling and playing the harp. I can see why these didn't make the cut. Max, you still in here? Why is everything knocked about? This is exactly why I prefer to go off by myself. I must admit, I could get used to a museum without any crowds. Even the security seems very discreet. I could really believe we're the only people here. Only living people here. Moral art is going through a boom period right now on account of all the murders. Who says there's no ethical way to make money? I wonder how much all of these are worth. Wash your hands. Certificates of provenance hang discreetly on the walls to let you know you're not being imbued with any counterfeit morals. Some of the countries these were taken from no longer exist. The canvases all come pre-enclosed in little Ziploc wrapping to prevent scuffs during trades and resales. The little touches are always what you're paying for. Oh good, the clown room. Clowns regard me from the north, south, east, and west. I guess this place is enough of a traditional museum to have a cursed feeling children's recreation area. Hey baby, check it out. It's a collection of the children's book illustrations. Look, here's 4 children in Lamasu. Is that the one where they all get hit by a truck on entering puberty? Isn't this Pleasant Child and Horrible Child? My favorite was always the Horrible Child. Pondering the Immutable by Empty Lot. There sure are a lot of paintings by this guy. No surprise, ever since his first appearance, Empty Lot was recognized as one of the leading lights of neo-moral art. His work includes refreshing updates on all the classic motifs: knife safety, don't wake papa, repayment of a debt. A cynical age was won over anew by the elegance of these simple but lasting moral themes. So what happened to him? Well, he was eventually arrested for eating a woman, but that doesn't mean his work has nothing to teach us. Separate the art from the... Immediately moves hand to choke myself and crush my windpipe. I think there is a point where separating the art from the artist is not as effective as it, or as moral as it sounds. Incidentally, isn't putting a moral art museum inside a Freeport kind of a mixed message? Well, traditionally, tax evasion counts as a political issue rather than a moral one. How about trespassing? That one's actually moral again. It really gets you coming and going with these things. It smells rank in here. I wonder if this is some secret kind of art preservation strategy. That's what we're here to learn. Susanna and the Stranglers. Hey, a new Empty Lot. I've never heard of that one. Wonder if it was found... Well, the paint is still wet. Oh. I thought we might have some kind of trouble. Just leave this guy to me. Gonna get you, man. I was the #1 delinquent in my Hans Orbist reading group. Run! No, not like this. No. What is this? Why am I holding a vase? I'm sure there was a good reason in this, the best of all possible worlds. But now I better get back to my tour. There are 88,000 more rooms in the Pantheon to see. It makes me want to scream, and I don't know why. Shake hands, shake hands. Well, although everything here is as beautiful and classical as can be, I'm starting to feel a little unease. I don't remember how I got in here, and there seem to be no exits. Also, who's making that sound? Hate, I hate it. Wait, did I just fall out of a painting? Well, I prefer not to think about that. Right now, I just want to escape from the museum before I end up in an award-winning traveling corpse exhibition. There's Max and Ray, but the paintings are too high up for me to get at by myself. I hope they're trapped in better visions of the good than I was, at least. Wet paint mixed in the multicolored sludge drips down the walls. An inscrutable moral tableau can be glimpsed dimly underneath. I can hear gloved hands scuttling on marble tile ahead. Blobby, misshapen pseudo-BBs grin back at me from the walls, holding tennis rackets, tiny dogs, frozen images of my own best life. Did I escape in the middle of a conversion to a moral icon? Smiling reflections reach toward me from every side. For a second, I want to climb back into the canvas, and maybe all that stops me is a deep desire to remain annoying instead. Hey, is this a door, or just a painting of a door? I guess I walked into that. Is this a different paint world? The air here feels less reverent, thick with smoke, and smells like rotten eggs. Oh, we're in the paint land now. In their filthy cave outside the good there lurk the strangers waiting to commit unspeakable crimes for unintelligible reasons. They watch me but make no move to chase, busy haunting the doors of the ideal. When I climb back out, I'm in some sort of boardroom part of the Freeport's executive suite. The managers hang upon the walls, mean ex-cops and art world toadies locked in moral display. Over here are pictures of the board of directors, anonymized to protect the safety of the city's leading families. Still, the glaring red eyes are sort of familiar. A little display full of corporate promo materials. They all look extremely unread. Not yet. Not yet. Wait a minute, is that you? Claude, hey, you're alright. I wasn't sure whether or not you, Why are you whipping yourself with what looks like a security lanyard? Well, the thing that got Ray was some kind of morality robot, right? So I thought if maybe the rest of us, like, repented and tried to adopt its teachings. I'm not taking moral lessons from a mechanical line. It hasn't even been elected. How come nobody in this town can go 10 minutes without starting a cult? We'll go find Ray and Max quick, and then vamoose. Thought they'd both been turned to paintings. Not too bad. Gives you a new perspective. I wonder if being trapped inside these things is some kind of ironic punishment for trespassing in the museum. The world of morality weirdly resembles that of cheap slasher films, huh? It's not moving. It probably won't just murder us, right? Most moral outlooks come down pretty hard on that. If a lion could have morals, I don't think we'd understand them. Back away. Don't make eye contact. Drinking with skeletons. Thank you. Thank you for that raid. We are playing Anthology of a Killer. A weird set of stories from the Catamites. Also known as the Magic Wand, 10 Beautiful Postcards, and Space Funeral Guy. There's nowhere to run to, so do I run up to the lion and get 8? Gonna keep going. Now there's nowhere to go, though. I feel like I'm missing a flag somewhere. Hey, what are you doing? You gonna kill me? I feel like I broke some kind of flag here. There's a quarter off to the side? Oh, I must have missed something then. Like, where did I miss that then? Oh, this one. It's coming after me. Empty Lot's celebrated moment of moral awakening occurred after the artist watched 1,000 hours of children's cartoons on a dare. Realizing morality was too important to be left to human fallibility, he set about embodying it in immortal objects known as works of art. Using capital acquired from his many supporters in the NGO space, he soon began to work on his most ambitious project yet, the unfinished remains of this work. Hey, the campus isn't here. We're all stripped bare. Well, except for that one. What are you doing? Oh. Garden 2 by Empty Lot. Is it just me, or does this seem more work than the others? Uh-oh. Realism. In the lion's garden, the air is clear and smells like drying blood. Flower stalks are shaking in the lack of wind. Somebody is looking at me I can't see. Somebody is looking to eat me. The lion is well tended, but not for me. I can glimpse the rightful owner stalking around me through the grass. I know there are more lions since I can't see them. Something close is licking blood from its jaws. What's up? The statuary here is jumbled but offers no place a paw can't reach. It's not hot here, but it's close, and without realizing I'm covered in sweat, plastering my hair down, it's falling in my eyes. Back is sore, I realize I've been tensing it, waiting for the pounce. Look, Murder College produced a lot of important work that we have to hold up as incredibly important. Hey, it's Bibia. I thought the elephant got you. Let's not talk about the elephant. What are you guys up to? Waiting to die. I wonder what happens when you die here. Do you just become another moral prop like all the vases, cherubs, bowls of fruit, circulating endlessly from painting to painting? What, so you think the lion just responds to moral iconography without knowing what any of it means? It's just mechanical pattern recognition? I don't know, it's just sort of complaining. Who would ever do that? Sire, greetings. You're just in time for the opening act of an instructive moral play. Would you like to sit in on the first act? Verily, esteemed parent, with courtesy and desire for self-betterment, I ask thee, what is it that is best in life? Prithee, son, deference to duly constituted authority is the first step on the path to wisdom. The most important thing of all is, wash your hands. Wasn't that beautiful? Perhaps with patience and compassion we may all someday— Now, Ray, now! It's me, the horrible child! Quickly while it's down! Sic Semper! The last king with the entrails of the last priest, get his ass! How long does it take to beat a robot to death? The answer may surprise you. You know, despite everything, I still find myself drawn to these. Portraits of the good, the right life congealed into an inert and frozen object world safe from the back and forth of creaturely existence. Snapshots from a place as alien to us as the Canyon of Mars. Who are you talking to? Come on, we found a fire exit. For real? Well, never mind. Before leaving, we took stock. There wasn't much left standing in the free port where the lion had passed. I was sort of worried we'd accidentally wiped out the international art market in the tumult. Look, according to the papers, the paintings continued to be bought and sold as though nothing had changed. Empty Lot's influence continued to spread. There was even a children's cartoon to better convey his moral teachings in contemporary form. His adaptation was mostly known for the volume and variety of pornographic fan art it inspired. Thanks. This is kind of... How much were the tickets again? I am becoming increasingly skeptical that all the young people love it. Blood that way. Warning. Blood of the killer. It's just a regular night in the big city. Yes, that's what I'll say. They don't know I'm delivering a package. What's inside? I'll never tell. I feel it moving softly in my pocket. That's regular. Don't think about it. 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 Good. Oh, that's right. I meant to try looking it up next time I had one of those dreams. Dream Interpretation Guide 5e Travel Edition. A dream of snakes, a lucky dream which portends success in business and in snakes. Dream of water. Like the water, you too shall receive lottery jackpot dividends. Dream of delivering a package. Violent death impending. Do not make plans. These things are always open to discuss. It's 10 a.m., and I'm heading out of the city to investigate a zine deal gone wrong. In the small town of RiverTown, a new distro was started with assistance from XX City, but recently communiques from the town of... As the only one who has a rail card, I was appointed to re-establish contact and report on the progress of the scheme. The name of my contact is Clarice. This train no longer stops at Factory. I mean, it sounds fine, but what if I do is she's just been too busy to call? Break her legs? Alas, our organizational character commits us to accountability in the scene. I've never even been out here before. Maybe I should try to be more worldly. People are staring at me in the station, so I smile and wave back. That's how you do things in the country. Welcome to RiverTown, home of the Drinky Bird. Visit world's largest Drinky Bird while you're here. Wow, you see, this is what you find when you take the time to expand your horizons. The great statue commemorates the 200 workers incinerated by the Great Drinky Bird Fire Factory of 19XX. On the other hand, towards stuff is pretty much the same all over. In brochure speak, this town is picturesque. We'll find out what that means someday. The houses are pretty, but half the doorways are bricked up as if this place were set on becoming its own shrine. I am here. Well, Clarice's place isn't far, but I don't even have her number. Won't it be weird if I just show up? Maybe I should buy her a sandwich or something as well. Rows of wooden, non-functional little Drinky Bird statuettes are the only things for sale at the street kiosk. Are these things a lost technology? Maybe they keep the real ones for connoisseurs. A beautiful remnant of the town's prosperous heyday, sealed and preserved by the Historical Society. Well, the bricks are a bit much, but I can't blame them for being thorough. Beneath me is the town's famous river, the Erg, stained red by generations of opaque industrial processes. A real taste of the pastoral. Wonder if I can get a postcard while I'm here. Oh my god, it really is blood red. Jesus. When I visit somewhere new, I always find myself imagining what it'd be like if I lived there. If this road were the one I walk down every day, expected and invisible. The same trips to the shops and the bus stop now only infused with mystery, like I could be looking at my life from the outside, as if I were myself to become a stranger. I wonder if watching Gilmore Girls has given me inflated expectations around small-town life. Anyway, if I had these directions right, Khalees's apartment should be right in the middle of that smoldering wreckage. Oh. Oh man, poor Clarice. I hope she got out in time. What? Don't worry, I'm a murderer! Yes? Boy, was I surprised to think they'd send two of us out here. I guess this town must be a bigger deal than it looks, incidentally. Where's your mask? I'm incognito. Okay, he thinks we're a murderer too, which is great. That's good for us. We're just gonna have to play the part for a bit. Well, good news. I'm nearly through with my report. Yes, the case is very nearly closed. Maybe you wasted the trip. Just one or two loose ends. Listen, here's a list of other places on the same supply chain. Check them out and try to re-establish contact. And don't tell anyone who isn't a murderer, or I'll have to beat them slowly to death with a hammer. On second thought, tell whoever you like. Gee, thanks. Well, I'd better go. Safe, unsafe travels? Unsafe? Wow, what a pro. Oh. was that all about? Was that guy looking for Clarice? It didn't seem like a good time to ask him to clarify. It's not like I have any other leads. Some of these do seem like places you might drop off a zine. Excuse me, would there be a record store around here? Follow the smoke. Oh. Well, he may have exaggerated a bit. Any smoke here will have already disappeared along with the owners. Melted 78s form thick black puddles in the ash. The Night Stranglers. Wish I had a chance to poke around in here before it burned. You can find good stuff in these little record stores. Never even heard of these bands. A sturdy of charred brick passage stretches out behind a collapsed shelf. Well, it's probably not the lounge. The air feels different here, like I've walked into a much larger structure. Is this a transport tunnel or something? What's with all the crates? Tightly packed bundles of rubber horror masks. A sticker on the side reads XX City. What is it from or to? Hey Mandy, I'm thinking aloud, but wouldn't it just be a lot easier to follow this girl if we just broke both her legs? I mean, as inconspicuously as possible. That's a good point. Handy, but we've got to stay undetected. I've got it. Let's kill her first. Then we can break her legs and follow her around. Yes! Wait, hold on. I feel like we're missing something here. But what? But what? How many possible combinations are there for A, killing her, B, breaking her legs, C, following her around? Maybe we could experiment until we found one that felt right, in the moment. I see, an iterative approach. Well, that's 6 possibilities unless we do some of them more than once. But does the perfect combination really exist? Andy, I want to believe it does.
Hello!
Ah! Oh, but aren't you the cutest little murderer? Yes, you are. You're going to be executed for your crimes against history. Yes, you will. Wait, why does everyone in this town think I'm a murderer? Is it just the code? No use denying it. We've already seen you around with the notorious criminal Murderer X. Also, we've been reading your zine, a truly heinous document that records your many crimes. Those are bands. It's called a scene report. So wait, did you really read my zine? Like, all of it? What'd you think? A little prolix. But that's not a problem you'll have anymore. Oh god. Everyone's a critic. Why do anyone store their masks this way? I see a door on top and clabber on, greasy rubber Dracula mask slipping out in great cascades beneath my feet. I still hear my 2 pursuers. Hopefully it's even harder to climb up that stuff in heels. Did I fall into a war between rival party supply chains? You know, this is a very high-end, horrible mass facilities for such a little town. I wonder who's running it, and I hope I never have to find out. Kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you. Ow. What did I actually learn from all that? Well, there are at least 2 people in this town who bother keeping up with zines. I wonder if they've ever met Clarice. Okay, I didn't learn anything from that, but the next place I go will have some answers. Book depository. You know, not to sound jaded, but I feel like I already have a good idea which building here will turn out to be the book depository. Does this place have a fire department? Mysteriously uncharred pages in the wreckage. Were they placed here after the fire? What do they say? A true secret history of the murderers and wreckers by a concerned citizen. The record history of the murders and wreckers, that is the false history, would stand in place as the true history evident to the merest child. Is that false history which the wreckers and murderers seeks to substitute for the glorious true history of the world. The truth of history is a beautiful house filled with the statues, etc., and it is the people without history, the murderers and wreckers and conspirators who stand outside this house and try to break into the windows in order to replace everything with their disease history and their wrecker history, which a child can tell is the false history, but which nevertheless is passed to us as the real history. And the true and opposed to the really true and truly real history, which is that of the houses and the monuments, the factories and statues and beauty and truth and such like, in which, again, a simple child can detect and point to and say that this is true, this is mine, this is the true history passed on to, this is a human, this is what we look like, this is what we act like, oh my god, holy shit. To portray the true history, to imply our fathers had passed to us the false coin of the false history as the glorious inheritance of the ultimate betrayal. And it is a rejection of the betrayal of our fathers that we identify and reject the false history of the non-fathers, the records, murderers, etc., from outside of history, the dismal room outside the grand and meaningful museum of world history, filled with monuments, etc., built by our fathers, our duty, our inheritance, to maintain this inheritance and reject the false inheritance of the murderer history, that the murderers and wreckers insinuate is the true history, the real history, but which we ourselves know for certain is the opposite of true history. It is the false history and the false coin that diminishes the coin inheritance of the great history of our fathers and their coins, and... Sir? Wait a minute, come back here. Why is this guy running away from me? On the other hand, why am I chasing him? I admit it makes a nice change for the usual way around. My vengeance needs blood, Henry James. Return of the Master. The spoils of Poynton mine at last. Who's there? No, it can't be. You're... Slippery flesh noises, murder noises. Nobody appreciates the classics. Another mangled corpse, but how? As only every aspect of this case weren't suffused by such exquisite ambiguity. I wonder where that guy went. Is this some sort of private cinema? Decades of moldering promo posters molt off as I pass by. It feels like the only person to be here in years. More literary adaptations. Theater sealed as a historical document for the benefit of future generations. Well, as a future generation, I just wish they'd dust. What exactly is this place trying to preserve? The desk in the office is slightly less cobwebby than anything else around. On it, I find a shredded copy of Clarice's zine and a flyer for the RiverTown Historical Society. Well, I did want to visit some tourist stuff while I was here. Okay, I didn't learn anything from that, but the next place I go will have some answers. This is cute. I like this a lot. The town's secret history is at the junk store. That's what I'd say if I hadn't accepted my own rat-like impulse to dig around in piles of used clutter by now. Still, you find these things out. Entering crate mode, I rummage and discover cookery books, bits of wire, machine parts, old video game consoles, used medical textbooks, horrifying illustrations. The search goes on. Anthologies of inscrutable political cartoons, mushy golf balls, old newspapers with rambling letters to the editor from a concerned citizen. Rubber spider. Gah! Scratch that. Regular spider. Underneath the board dolls, I pull out a box of ancient drinky bird figurines. Whatever strange alchemy once made them drink is long departed. Sweet bird of youth. Board dolls. Nobody glances at me as I explore, which is possibly some roundabout way of asserting vendor's dominance. There's no sign on the warehouse in the back to say it's not part of the sale area. I wonder if they keep the good stuff back here. Fragments of decrepit industrial machinery are stacked haphazardly around the corner. Perhaps this is the good stuff to someone. We see that in the organic world to the same degree that our reflection gets darker and darker. Darker and weaker, grace grows more ever radiant and dominant. This is fine. Let's walk towards this. Clarice? Wait. This fucking Calliope music. So was that Clarice or not? Maybe she just didn't recognize me? Okay, I didn't learn anything from that, but the next place I go will have some answers. Let's go to the Historical Society. After wandering a while down alleyways, I eventually tracked down the RiverTown Historical Society. It's pokier than I was expecting. But I guess it's plusher on the inside. Glass bird eyes stare back at me from every corner of the room. Is this history? Therefore, I have sailed the seas and come to the holy city of Byzantium. Welcome, welcome, lover of history. Welcome to the Museum of Mechanical Birds. More than that, more than just drinky birds, though they form the firm foundation on which our fair town is built, we must strive to see beyond them, move beyond them, as our fathers did. Yes. The immortal golden bird, glory of changeless metal. Well, plastic, haha. But the tradition remains the same. Alive, vital, living, unliving. Images of grace, images of fear. Machines of burnished gold adorned the great court of Byzantium, and their function was to terrify, to demonstrate wealth and skill, and suggest these things might be turned upon the viewer. Oh. I must have missed something. Oh, there's stairs down here. A beautiful tradition that carries on today. Contemporary mechanical birds include the military, industrial complex, video games, and the internet. Yet what more might we find by following this river to the source? Murder. Murder. Hey Ty, how you doing? This game's pretty sweet. I like this a lot. At points of widening, income disparity, similar icons are always required, and so the fathers, my father, decided to ache our novelty amusements factory into a new direction, one which could catch and manifest the shape of history. New birds for a new age. Yes? Then what happened? Also, the factory burnt down after construction of the first prototype Drinky Bird Mark II. The town was never the same. But I still think we'll catch the culprit someday. Wouldn't you put your name and address in the guest book? Commemorative t-shirt? Ashtray? Mug? Oh, sorry, Man, I'm never gonna wear this shirt. Attention patrons. Patrons, attention. I think I'm finally out of leads. Is it a breach of fake detective etiquette to just go home? It's the part of the day where we quit. Don't get up. Open mic time is about to begin. Please enjoy the first act in an hour of amateur musical stylings. Oh no. Oh no. Nearly getting killed is it bad enough without having to listen to musical numbers about it. I've been here all day, and what did I even accomplish? I'm sick of it. I'm going home. I'm getting out of Murder Town. The zine committee will have to cut their losses. What do I pay my dues for anyway? Well, admittedly, the tote bag is kind of cute. Nevertheless, I'm out of here. A train pulls up just as I reach the station, and I hop on board. Great! I didn't find out what happened, but that's just how it goes. That's life! That's how I'll write it up. The seat is the comfiest thing I've ever felt. It's polyester or something. They should roll me up in this when they put me in the grave. The train is now departing. The next stop is factory. The next stop is... The final stop is factory. Uh-oh. Ah, no! Wait, don't kill me! Hey, where'd they go? I don't know where I am, but I appear to have both eyes and most of my blood. Are those two just posers after all? A cool breeze comes in the open door. Am I losing connection again? God damn it. Statues half submerged and ivy head up on the lawn. Unlit factory buildings spread out in the distance, leading inexorably towards the mansion on the hill. I'll let it catch up for a bit. Okay, cool, we're back. The door's wide open. Aren't they afraid somebody might steal all their clocks? Hey, there's a mimeograph. I've always wanted one of those. Smudged carbon copies are piled ankle-deep across the floor, sternly announcing the dangers of unfettered mimeography. What do these letters say? Dear Sirs, first my warm compliments upon the previous day's Mary Worth cartoon, which I found both delightful and instructive. I have enclosed more ideas. However, I note with dismay your decision not to comment upon the increasingly outrageous price of cinema popcorn, a scourge which perhaps fuels drug or gang activity. See previous letters. Decline of moral values, rivers of blood. Can they legally call it a happy meal if eating one makes me depressed? Please print this letter. Faithfully yours, a concerned citizen. Dear Sirs, I hope this epistle finds you well. Here is the idea for a new Mary Worth cartoon. Feel free to use. In the cartoon, Mary Worth is depressed and sad and down in the dumps about her life, the life that was promised, and the life that was had in the ruins of her parents' Drinky Bird factory, the rubble of a dynasty that never came to pass when she starts to read a poorly printed samizdat she picked up at the record store with a sticker on the cover calling it a zine. The zine says that it's about history, and so she reads it, But it is not a history. It is a bad dream and a horror story in which all the names and faces she reveres from books and statues reappear instead of torturers. Instead as torturers and killers as toadies and functionaries of a charnel house. And as she reads, she feels as though the beautiful history she adores and worships has been replaced by a lake of blood that has no bottom, and she and everyone she knows is sinking in the lake, and so is her house. It is at this point in the comic strip that Mary Worth has a grand realization. Oh my god, Venus, thank you for the raid. We're in the middle of a horror story from the Catamites, the space funeral guy. Welcome, everybody. We're in a spooky part. We're in spooky letters to the editor right now. She realizes all recorded history is the object of a vast conspiracy, and that the name given to this conspiracy is that of Zines, acronym. That this conspiracy was the worm in the great apple. That is history. And the reason that apple now turns to shit in her mouth. And that her life will continue to get worse and worse until the evil conspiracy of wreckers can at last be smashed and killed and put to an end. Please give me credit if you use this cartoon. Constructive feedback welcome. Yours faithfully, Concerned Citizen. These are really funny. I fucking love these. Oh, hey. Is she asleep? She's not chasing me. I should go, but this is my chance to see if it's really Clarice under the mask. This is a really stupid decision. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Yeah, we made a real mess of her face getting all the pieces inside. This way, please. Don't worry, she's harmless until you turn the key. Mostly we just hang coats on her and stuff. Hey, that's right. Where'd my coat get to anyway? Oh, it's around here somewhere. You didn't really have the figure for it. It was like chasing around the kid from Don't Look Now. Yeah, that's mean. These murderers are cruel. Okay, thank you. Next time I'll get all my clothes from the sexy Halloween nurse at the party warehouse instead. Couldn't hurt. Alright, well. No accounting for taste, I guess. Are you the Concerned Citizen? Hello! Yes, that's right. I, heir to the Drinky Bird dynasty, am secretly the Concerned Citizen whose inflammatory pamphlets have been causing such a stir. I don't really care? The sang-froid expected of a true revolutionary, right down to the classic cell system. Each distro or cadre knows nothing of the others. But you didn't predict what remained of the Drinky Bird Mark II technology could be used to rewire a human brain. A rookie error. We're dealing with a guy who reads too many zines and is full of conspiracy theories and probably shouldn't read anything at all, ever. Once we infiltrated the network, it was easy. It was a shame your organization's tendrils had reached so many local businesses, but sacrifices must be made. And interestingly, they had some sideline involving rubber horror masks as well. Coincidence, I guess. Why is that the thing you guys aren't paranoid about? Up here is you. Attention caught by the carnage. A representative of the National Corps is sent out to review the situation. Admittedly, I didn't think you'd burn down half the town in the process. Who knows what true depravity lurks in the criminal soul? I only got here today. I thought you people were the ones burning stuff down. Don't be silly. If not you, then who? Well, it's nothing you have to worry about. Just give me a second here, and then this body won't be you anymore. It will be a new thing that has your face and name, and we're going to use it to kill all your friends. Won't that be nice? Nurses, can you bring the blood bucket before I open her head this time? Nurses? You deal with it. Do I smell smoke? Well, I guess this would explain it, considering letters to the editor to light up the stairs. Just why is the fire safety such an issue in this town? Smoke pours through the carpets and twists into strange shapes in the air, glimpsed figures, vegetable outlines. I hear the pop of trinky birds exploding in their crates. Emerging and dissolving in air, reaching hands, a ghost, a staring head, a bloody mask. Is this the history that guy was so keen on? I don't know if I get the appeal. This is the worst work vacation of my life. I can't believe I didn't even get to see the world's largest drinky bird. Ah. That's a pretty large drinky bird. Wait, don't... Is that my coat? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better? Incidentally, I'm just here to check on that zine distro you were putting together. Ah! Okay, maybe that was pushing it. After a while, I made my way off the statue and took the last train home. What remained of the mansion was still burning when I left. I never found out just what happened to Clarice. But they say, if you hold a zine event in a quiet country town, she will appear and not buy anything. Good story. I think that'll do it for now, folks. We've got like 3 more stories and bonus stuff to go. I think we'll do that. I'll save it till I have the spoons to do the whole thing. This is fun. I like this a lot. This is very engaging and weird and funny. So thank you for watching today, folks. In about 3.5 hours, I'll be playing some Deceive Inc. with a big group of people. Emily's hosting it and kind of organizing everything. And yeah, I'm new to the game, so it's like a spy game, cooperative spy game. That should be fun. And tomorrow I'm going to be on Arcade Pit with Wobbly Python and Dubnin. So thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to follow if you're not already doing so. I do appreciate it. And thank you Beatus and Drinking with Skeletons for those raids. It's much appreciated. Let's find someone we can host over to. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you later.